Well, this really is the Capwell Hotel. The place seems to be crawling with them tonight.
Where's my father?
You just missed him, but I think you can find him if you just follow the trail of steam blowing out of his ears.
Did you make him crazy?
No, he does that on his own. Won't you come in?
Yeah, I think I will.
If you'd like, I could put a chair out on the balcony for you.
You know, you may think this is funny, but I don't. And on the off chance that you haven't already hired someone to get my father's medical records, let me be the first one to tell you that he is not a well man.
Mentally or physically?
You want to play this game? I'll play this game with you. You just leave my father alone.
I think you've got this all wrong. I mean, if you're so concerned about your father's health, then you should be grateful to me for relieving him of his burden, taking Capwell Enterprises off his hands.
I am co-CEO to this company, and you will listen to me.
Oh, gladly.
My father has a heart condition, and if you do anything, I repeat anything, to make him angry, or if you hurt him in any way, I will destroy you.
Are you finished?
Yes.
I didn't go looking for your father. Your father came here of his own free will.
Oh, let's play big boy and girl, shall we? You knew he would be here in 10 seconds after Gina showed up with her proxies.
Well, I may have had a sneaking suspicion. Geez, I guess you know me too well, huh?
No, I don't know you at all. And I don't know if I want to. But I know your type. You're into the big bucks. To hell with anybody's lives that you destroy.
Would it disillusion you if I told you that a lot of my big bucks go into charities and grant programs, and that for the last 10 years, I have personally endowed an entire public art museum? No, it's true, Mrs. Castillo. Yeah, this is how this killer businessman gets his kicks. Painting and sculpture. Now, if those are vices, then you can get out the cuffs right now. I'll go quietly.
And I suppose the fact that collecting art is just another way of stockpiling money is irrelevant.
Here's one of my pieces. Now, its cash value is negligible as sculpture goes, but it's one of my favorites because it makes me feel something. Does it say anything to you?
I flunked art appreciation. I'm sure you two can amuse one another.
Here, you okay?
Just glad to see you.
Good to see you too.
A hell of a time to be conserving energy, people.
Can an old married couple turn out the lights every once in a while?
Oh, while the sky is falling, conserve your lips and let's get to work.
I'm afraid you're going to have to look over these proxies by yourself because I've got to get back to
Well, the hell with these proxies, because I know most of these signatures by heart, and they are dangerously legit, so we are going to have to gear up for one bloody fight.
What are you going to do, Mr. C? You don't have time to contact every stockholder personally.
That's exactly what I'm going to do, and I'm going to start with these. We're going to make sure we get them all back in the fold by the next board meeting and make damn well sure they don't defect.
Yeah, but Daddy, don't you think we should find out why they went over in the first place?
Darlene, trust me, it's all a matter of money and how big and how fat the chickens are that we put in the pot that Robert Barr has to over. You understand? Now, come on, let's start, darling. Please, folks.
Okay.
What are you waiting for, Julia?
I was trying to explain. I'm going to have to leave you to your poultry. I've got to be going. I hope you don't mind.
Yes, I do mind. We need you very much here.
In case you forgot, my husband is missing. And I have a daughter and 2 full caseloads to handle until he gets back.
Judy, I have not forgot. It's exactly why I need you here. With Mason flaking out again, I need the whole family to chip in.
Can't listen to another family obligation speech right now. I really can't because I have a lot of obligations of my own. I have a law partnership that apparently has been abandoned, and I have a daughter who can't quite figure out why her father has up and disappeared. And quite frankly, neither can I.
Messages in
Julia. You know,
Okay.
we have Mason's picture out to 100 FBI and Interpol agents and his fact sheet. I mean, it's probably cold comfort, but it's really just a matter of time.
Julia. Listen, Mason could walk in that door. I mean, in 2 seconds, he put us all on the defensive before we could even yell at him.
If he does show up, we may be too busy to even notice him. Would you please call your mother and get her down here for a war council? It's going to be a long night.
Yes, sir.
I know you're not much of a drinker, but I think this calls for a celebration. The next sound you'll hear will be the Capwells going bust.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't do any celebrating just yet. I saw a couple of the Capwells myself tonight, and they hardly seemed like they were surrendering. Their response was a bit acidic to me.
Well, that's where the Capwells are when they're cornered. They huff and they puff and they're like blowfish, full of hot air. They know a better man when they see one. And so do I.
Good. We're making some headway.
Are we now?
Gina, we have talked about this before. You are a very, very beautiful woman, but you make a much more valuable business partner. I don't want to screw that up.
So to speak. It's all right. Really. It is. I just got carried away by the sweet smell of success, that's all. Actually, if the truth be known, I'm not very accessible emotionally myself. It's like that old story of Madame Butterfly waiting for a good time Charlie to come home. Only he never does. Corny. But it's true. Though I guess you wouldn't understand, I'm sure. Nobody dumps Robert Barr. So, what's the next step?
Well, we're going to go after one of the major stockholders, several of them, as a matter of fact. I'm going to make them an offer they cannot refuse.
That may not be easy. I knew a couple of those guys when I was married to CC, and he treated them like gods.
What do you know about R.J. Benson?
Oh, the gold mine king. Crazy as a loon. Makes Greta Garbo look like a publicity hound.
Well, how do I get in touch with him?
Well, that's not going to be easy. I mean, first you're going to have to find him. And I wish you luck doing that because the man's a hermit. Lives up in a cave somewhere.
And I guess I'm going hiking.
Wonderful. Wonderful. You spread the word for me, right?
Okay, we'll have him call.
You are my man. Thank you so much.
All right. I appreciate it.
That takes care of Harrison.
Thank you, bye. Listen, aren't these small shareholders like a waste of time? Shouldn't we just concentrate on the big ones?
Well, honey, the big ones I can hold on to. We go way back together. The danger comes from the small investors who think I'm just a name at the bottom of an annual report. Together, they can outvote my shares and all the big major ones put together. Come on, get on these. Can I talk to you for a moment, please?
Sure. Can you hand that to me? Thanks.
Yep.
Look, I know this is a lot to ask, and maybe I'm out of line, maybe it's illegal, but I need your help anyway.
I'll do what I can.
All right, I got the feeling that Barr is not working alone. I mean, he is just too cocky, and he's not liquid enough to be that self-confident. I got a feeling that there's somebody backing him. There's another man back there.
You want me to find out who it is?
What I want you to do is find out about the man himself. First, you find out if there's anything going on in his life, about his Achilles heels, if there's any ethics violations and things like that. Then get a hold of all his government records, the SEC files. That way we'll find out who his general partners are, and with that we can find out if the general partner is the rat in that woodpile.
You got it.
Listen, can you hold on just 1 minute? Where are you going?
I'm gonna go punch some buttons. So why don't you meet me in my office in a while, okay? All right, see you.
Hi.
Let me speak to TA.
Hi.
This is CC Capwell.
Heard I had a visitor. What's up?
Cruz, I just found the gun.
What are you talking about?
I went to Laura's house.
Oh, for
No, listen to me.
Michael,
I went through Asher's desk, and I found a .38 revolver. Right, you get yourself a search warrant. You got the murder weapon.
Tell me something. When you're sleeping with a man's wife and then you break into his house, is that adding insult to injury or vice versa?
Look, Cruz, it doesn't matter. Nobody saw me. The only thing that matters is I saw the gun. You get a search warrant, you got him.
Who says that is the gun, huh? Every cop on the beat and most of the DAs I know have .38s. And even if that were the gun, who's to say that Ethan Asher pulled the trigger?
Look, I already told you, Laura's got nothing to hide.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you told me, Michael, but you see, for somebody who's got nothing to hide, I think Laura is acting weird.
Yeah, well, you would too if you had a maniac for a husband.
Well,
the guy that puts a tail on you.
I can't tell the maniacs around here. I don't know what you're thinking with, but it's not your head. You want Asher off your back? Go about it like a police officer. I mean, give me some hard facts. Give me some legitimately obtained evidence.
Just get a search warrant and do a ballistics test on the gun.
Michael, I can't get a search warrant without just cause.
Suspicion of murder is just cause.
If that gun killed Leo Mitchell, don't you think that somebody in that house would have disposed of it weeks ago?
Jeez, what more do you want?
I want something I can use.
Okay,
that's all.
fine. That's what you're gonna get.
Hey, wait a second. You wait a second. My friend, you are not above the law, and neither am I. If you break it, I will throw you in jail.
Fine. You do your job, because I'm gonna do mine.
Hi.
Hey.
Did you dig up any good dish on Barr yet?
Not really. I don't have a thing. It's really weird.
Yeah, for the dirtiest man on earth.
Yeah, it's either that he's covered his tracks incredibly well or he's got somebody putting up roadblocks for him. I don't know which. But I got a pal running him through the FBI mainframe in Washington. Hopefully that'll turn up something. So, what is he like? What was he like tonight when you went and saw him?
Slick, but with a lot of wheels turning behind that big facade of his.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's just every time I see him, it's like he tries to impress me with what a good heart he has. I don't buy it for a minute. The man gives me the creeps.
Well, now that's really weird. Even priests usually turn up on the FBI sheets.
No information available? What's that supposed to mean?
Means in the eyes of the law, he's a blank. Doesn't even have a parking ticket.
But that's crazy. This has got to be a smokescreen.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Can't you do something about this?
No, I don't think I can, but I know who might be able to.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna call in a favor. I need a favor.
After what you've done for me, name it.
I need everything you got on a guy named Robert Barr.
The Wall Street guy.
Uh-huh.
Well, for one thing, he's here.
I know he's staying at the Capitol Hotel, but I need more than that.
No. I mean, he's here. Turn around.
Well, I'll be damned. Check you later.
Well, it was easy.
Theo.
Mr. Barr. Slumming?
No, I'm just thirsty. Can I buy you a drink? What are you having, beer?
No thanks. You're not drinking that expensive water, are you?
That's my one vice.
So I hear. Which actually begs a question. What are you doing in a part of town like this?
Maybe I could ask you the same thing.
The Waterfront is my old beat. I just keep it in touch, you know. Can't get a little dicey down here, though, if you're a stranger.
Oh, well, I know my way around.
Oh, I guess you must. Can I have a beer, please? I'll tell you, this is an excellent place to gather information.
Like maybe information on me?
Well, that is a possibility.
Well, you can save yourself a lot of work if you just pick up a Time magazine. It was out a couple of weeks ago. I'm on the cover. You find out everything you want to know about me. My life's an open book.
But with a few missing pages, perhaps.
See you around.
Probably so. Thanks.
more on Benson? We'll stay on top of it. I gotta find him fast. No, I'll call you when I get there. How do I know? I'll be there when I get there. Just find Benson.
Attaboy, Barr. Nice and easy around those curves. If we have a long night ahead of us, it's okay by me. Just as long as we both get there in one piece.
Hey. You okay?
Yeah. I don't know, I was just thinking about this piece of sculpture that I saw in Robert Barr's suite tonight. He showed it to me. It was like he wanted me to react to it or recognize it or something. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, there's a lot about that guy that's difficult to figure out, at least for the time being. Whether or not he intended to, I think he gave me a lead. I'm gonna get a hold of the writer who did that Time cover story on him and see how much was left out. Sweetheart?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.